am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So what does that mean? That means I sell all the amazing Stampin' Up! Goodies, and I come on here and I share with you how to play with them. So sorry, I've got things going off beside me here telling me I am live. So yeah, I come on here and share with you the Stampin' Up! Products that I have purchased and how you might be able to play with them as well. So I don't purchase everything in the catalogs, but I do purchase a bit, and I come on here and share them. So today, hello Deb, how are you? Please make sure as you're coming in, you're saying hi and you're giving me a thumbs up. I'm hoping I have fixed our spam commenters situation, and I have made the live comment section for subscribers only, and you have to be a subscriber for more than an hour. So I'm sorry for anyone who newly subscribes while I'm live. I have had some major issues with spammy people, and yes, that I'm trying to combat not having that here. Oh, guess who's just arrived? My lawn mowing men. They're just checking to see how wet the lawn is, to see if it's worth mowing. So we may have some fun with some noise and frivolity outside with our lawn mowing men. I've got David practicing karate just outside the window, so yay. My life, guys, my life, always when I'm live. Everything happens when I am live. So yes, thank you. Be here for the adventure with me, please. So today I'm not using anything from the Celebration catalogue, I don't think. I may change my mind, but at this stage I'm not using anything from Celebration. But I have grabbed out, and Celebration, I will tell you, you can earn free things in here. So you can earn products for every $90 and $180 you spend. You can get a hostess stamp set, and you can get a free planner for joining my Stampin' Up! Team. So they are some really fun things that you can get in the Celebration catalogue, and you can have a look at Celebration. The link to my store is below, and you can have a look at what's available. All the products are while stocks last. I know in America these amazing card fronts and envelopes have already sold out. Hello, Miss Sheila, how are you? So if you want to earn something out of Celebration, put in an order. Do yourself a favor, put in an order and grab it now, because they won't be restocked. Once they're gone, they're gone. Especially with shipping worldwide the way it is. Once it's gone, it's gone. So I have grabbed out my Santa Express Designer Series paper. I haven't bought the stamp set to go with it. So what I thought I would do today, hello Leslie, what I thought I would do today is hand cut some images. Yes, you're going to watch me hand cut. I apologize in advance, but we'll have a chat while I do it. So I'm going to use some of these images to create a card. So that's what I'm planning, and we will go through the paper. Now, I'm just going to, I didn't pre-look because I was chatting with some friends, because unfortunately a crafty friend of mine passed away. So I was just touching base with a few of my friends to update them about what has happened. So it was very sudden and very sad, and she was actually one of my team members as well. But yeah, I'll find out what happened eventually, but she will be very missed. Hello Myrtle, how are you? So this is the Santa they're mowing the lawn. Just be pre-warned. This is the Santa Express pages. So it comes with a stamp set, dies. It also comes with, oh, You're lucky, Leslie. I'm still waiting. But let's not talk about delivery times, but I'm so glad you got yours. It also comes with memories and more cards, and the cards and envelopes as well. Oh, that just blocked out a lot of noise. And we've also got these embellishments as well, which I actually have. And we have, what's it called? It is called iridescent trim. And we've got the 2 embossing folders. And I actually own those embossing folders, so they may actually work. We will see. We will see. I'll give you a closer look at the stamp set. It is totally adorable. Hello, Mr. Bobby. Totally adorable. Love the font. It's the That 70s Show kind of font, which I love. Very retro. Hello, Miss Dawn. So yes, that is what we're playing with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flick around. We'll go through the paper, work out what we're going to play with, because I haven't decided yet. I think I have ideas, but I haven't decided. So we'll work it out. And I'll talk to you a bit about the paper, because there are some very special things in this paper that Stampin' Up! Haven't done before that I am personally very proud that Stampin' Up! Are now doing. So how is everyone? What's new? What's news? While I flick us around. So I haven't got my normal people here. Bobby, are you going to be around for a while? Can I make you moderator just in case we have some people who we don't want in the chat? Just thinking ahead. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, pretty jazzy. There's our gorgeous paper. Oh, their lawnmower is very, very loud today, may I say. Very loud. But anyway, let's just see if I can get a touch in. Oh, and here comes the whippersnipper. It's all happening. Okay, that looks pretty good today. I'm actually quite happy with that. Just need to tilt the titch this way and then we're all good. Oh, I ordered before then, Leslie. But yeah, I ordered well before then. But anyway, so the fun thing, well, it's not fun, it's actually fantastic. If you notice here, we have centers of every skin tone, which is very cool. And also our gnome paper are gnomes of every skin tone. So we have different skin tone Santas, which represent the different cultures in the world, which I love. So on the back of Santas, we have this distressed diagonal stripe. And our Mr. and Mrs. Claus are also multicultural, which I love. And then we have, the carriages for Santa and his train. So we've got the fa la la on the back here. Then we've got the ho ho ho. Love that. I love that background paper. A whole sheet of presents, or 2 sheets of presents. Then we have this gorgeous background. Loving that polka dot. Not so in love with the snowflakes. Then we have our scenes, and I thought I might crack open and use some of these scene strips today. So I don't know if I'm making a slimline card, but slimline card would work really well for this scene, and then you've got your shooting stars. So you like the different skin tones as well? Yes, well, by the looks of it, they're doing it with as much as they can, because we do have two. So my question is, do I do a slimline card or a normal card? Question 1. Question 2 is, do I use the train or do I use a Mr. and Mrs. Claus? So slimline, standard, or and then train, or a Mr. and Mrs. Claus, because the hand cutting is going to take a while. And the good thing is there are lots of different things we can hand cut on this sheet. So we've got the trees, we've got the presents, we've got the poles. So there's lots of layers and not just these main images that we can do. So yeah, get your answers in and I will grab out my hand cutting scissors, which I know aren't our paper snips. Mr. and Mrs. and a standard. Rightio. Done, Myrtle, that's what we're doing. And of course you chose the one that was the most challenging for hand cutting. Right, now I know who my friends are. So it probably will be a standard landscape. So yes, what I am going to do is just take the first one in the corner, using my big scissors first, and I'm going to cut around. Actually, that was a bit silly, because I can use, that's okay, I'll go back and grab those. So these guys are ice skating. Now I know I say I don't do wintry things. I think I need to be a little bit more specific and say I don't do snowflakes, because I'm obviously going to be doing something a little snowy right here today. Okay, so I am going to cut out all the elements, and I'm also going to snip off these here. So I'm going to go this way, and then hopefully these guys are done quickly. I'm trying to think what I said. Oh, is that my retraction, that I don't do snowy things? And the other thing I kind of want, ooh, see, this is a really pretty background. So the question is, I'm just going to do this. Do we want to put Mr. and Mrs. Claus on the scene strips, or do we want to put them on the tree paper? So I'll put that there, and you tell me whether we want them on the scene strips or the tree paper. We've got to make lots of decisions today. I know, Lisa, but this paper is just too uber cute not to. It's just too cute. I could not resist. Oh, he's gone elsewhere for the moment. I'm hoping that really wasn't too loud and you really could hear what I was saying, because that'd be very sad if you couldn't hear what I was saying. I think he's just moved down the side of the house, because I can still tell it's in the backyard. Okay, so we're just hand cutting these. The tree paper, Lisa. Okay, rightio. The tree paper it is. Good decisions, girls. Good decisions. I like this. You've been quick and decisive, which I love. Okay. Put all this paper back. Okay. I think I've got the bits that I need. So let's see how we go, and I will, let me pop this back. There we go. That can just sit there for the moment, and I'm just going to pop this paper behind so I don't ruin it, and then we will just sit here and hand cut these things. Yes, exactly, Lisa. That's what I was thinking, but I did want to give you girls the choice because you're sitting here watching me, and do you know what? I was cool with either decision. Gonna watch my dodgy hand cutting here. It's feeling a bit dodgy today. I went over to please excuse my croak. Cup of tea time. Cup of tea. Lovely. I've been drinking my lemon and ginger tea, which is very nice. I went over to a girlfriend's house last night. We just got take out delivered, which was really, really nice. And where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this, and the track of thought that I was going on just went out of my head because I was losing my voice instead. Just thinking how best to get in there. I hate hand cutting sometimes. Slow and steady, slow and steady. But this really isn't working. Right, I'm just changing tact. I'm going to do some really easy bits here. And then I don't need to think, do I, if I do easy bits? And even those easy bits are a bit challenging. And I cut that line way too tight, but anyway, all is good. All is good. Oh yes, my cutting is unsteady. Thank you for keeping me on track, Lisa. I was pouring my drink, and I wasn't supporting, so I'm supporting my forearms here on my desk, which is keeping my hands fairly steady. And I did a free pour, and she went, "Oh, your hands, Ellen, you're really shaky." And she said, "What can we do to fix that?" And I went, "Nothing." And she goes, what can we do to help it?" And I went, "Nothing." And she goes, "Are you serious?" And I said, "I was free pouring. I wasn't supporting myself." And she went, "Oh yeah, that's true, but that's really sad we can't do anything." And I said, "Well, if my nerves don't work, what can I do?" And she went, "Oh, yeah." But anyway, I'm so glad I'm amusing somebody. Okay, they're blowing the wet grass back onto the grass because it's been raining this morning. But anyway, he just looked in the window and I waved at him. I don't know if he heard me talking about him, but anyway. This candy cane is going to kill me, guys. Seriously. It's okay. I'm just doing this to amuse Bobby. Actually, Bobby. Oh, you are already moderator, Bobby. So if there are any shenanigans, just give us a yell out. But there shouldn't be, because we went subscriber only comments. So you must make sure. No, I can't cut it off. I can't. Hello, Miss Glenna. How are you? Glenna, I am just being very expressive with the hand cutting. I'm just leaving that piece. And let's go and cut Mrs. Claus, because she has beautiful flowing hair as she skates with Santa. So This is easy. So what I do with my hand cutting, I move the paper and not so much the scissors. I do move the scissors to a point besides opening and closing them, but it is easier to move the paper, and you get a much smoother result moving the paper and not the scissors. So what I actually need to employ is a left-handed person to do those silly left-handed turns of the paper. Or what I could do is I could get out my blade and hand cut that bit, like literally hand cut it, not with scissors. Now, if I wanted to, but then she'd look as though she was very pigeon-toed. See, Mrs. Claus is me, really. I'm just thinking, do I cut off the skates? I won't, I promise. But I will need to ground them when we get there. I swear I was just cutting off that paper. So I do also cut off the excess paper. It does help with the whole cutting process. So while I'm here cutting and chatting, feel free to ask any questions, whether it be about celebration, the catalogue, Stampin' Up, about me. You know, I'm fairly open book here. Oh, there we go. See, I took my elbows off the table. Okay, yay, we got there. Cut that across. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Shari. So, any questions? Shoot. Ready, set, go. Because you've made all the decisions of what we're going to use. So, we're going to use, the choices were between the Santa in the train or Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and then we were choosing, or we chose between the little Christmas scenes or the trees, and the trees were chosen not by me, by everyone else here. So now let's see if I can keep Santa and Mrs. Claus together. Just going to cut into here, and that will help with the bulk, and you're not dragging the bulk with your scissors. Wow, what time is it there? Oh, hang on, for me, 9:20 in Florida. That's not too bad. That's just the night starting for me, who normally goes to bed after midnight. I think it was closer to 1 a.m. yesterday. Well, David and I decided to watch another episode of a show. Do you guys in the US have a show called Grand Designs? So it is a UK show with Kevin. I can't think of Kevin's surname. Kevin McLeod. And we have an Australian version. And David and I were just catching up on that series. I will get there. I hope you guys are laughing really hard at my misfortune here, because I am going to scream. No, I got there. Just had to get the tongue in the right place. Oh, I cut way too far in, but that's fine. No one knows except you guys watching. So that's a good thing. Right, elbow back on the table, Ellen. Plant yourself. So these are good hand cutting tips for everybody, really. Okay, and then we do the swoop of her beautiful cape. And then we try not to cut off Santa and Mrs. Claus' hands. So that's going to be the weak spot of our main image. I don't know what's worse, hand cutting or doing lots of intricate colouring, because these images are pretty intricate in the colouring stakes. Oh, hello, Miss Sylvia. I've got one, Lisa, but let's not talk about that, because it and I are not friends. And yes, I do actually have one. But I can tell you it's not as simple as it seems, because can you see all this beautiful snow in the background? Yeah. He likes to cut it out more than just the main images. And these little skates don't have a black outline, so they don't like cutting the skates either. Yes, and doesn't like cutting snow. Yeah, no, more trouble than what it's worth. So let's just play here with Ellen's Bodgy Brother hand cutting. I don't think it's bodgy, it's just difficult at times. Look, we got through Santa's skates fairly well. Santa was much easier than Mrs. Claus. I really don't think we're using that candy cane seriously. And cut those images off. And now, yes, that is a tassel on the end of his hat. See, I can do that little bit fine, but the candy cane, I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and just be a little bit more patient. Go around all our curves. Be very careful with these hands. Right, we've almost got the main image done, so that's good. Don't cut off her glasses, because that could be very easily done. But I'm very perplexed that Santa and Mrs. Claus actually have time to ice skate when they should be getting all the toys ready to deliver. But anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Right. Oh, I cut this off. Oh no, because this is the edge of the paper. So that's fine. What I will do here, this might just go on the edge of the card. So then the edge and the edge match up. So I find that with a lot of edge pieces, I can still get really good images out of it, but it just has that straight edge on the side, and that just means it's going on the edge of the card, and that's okay. That's just where it belongs in our images. Sorry, I'll try and keep this on screen for you guys. Now I'm trying to rush. Hello, Darlene. How are you? Oh, you're lurking in the background. Love it. Hey, Margine. Whoop. So I went a little bit too far there, so it makes it easier to come back down. Then we go swoop up, and then a little bit too far again, and we go swoop down. And then I'm just going to weave in and out of here, because going in there is just, if you want to do that, hey, you go for it, but this little black duck, hell no. Okay, I will go in further here, not all the way, but in further. Okay. Go here, and around, and around, and around, and keep going around. Around a bit more, and in and out. Okay. No, I wish I could go in further with these. We'll see how this works. We'll see how that image works. This signpost should be fairly, note the word fairly, straightforward. And that signpost will add a nice pop of red to the background, which is very green, which is a very good decision of Lisa's to have that pop and the contrast between the background and the foreground images. Actually, I'm really glad David closed that door. Thanks for saying hello to everyone. I'm struggling with too much paper. Okay, cut, 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 off to the side. You could see there it was just dragging a little bit too much. So I'm going to come in here, go there. Do have to extend a little bit too far to account for the width of the scissors. I did take my elbow off the table. That's a telltale sign, isn't it? And I did that a bit too straight, so I just went back a little bit. And then that gives me room to wiggle this around, and that's it. So I have two. I have my Santa. Let's look at our presents, because I do actually have a bit of a break here that is a natural break. I was going to keep these together, but I am not. I was going to have them as one snowy scene, but that ain't happening. Okay, straight line. And we have a straight line, and then a nice curve around the wiggly bows. So glad I changed my glasses before I got on here. Lots and lots of eye strain concentrating. Eye concentrating. That sounds silly, but it's true. Did anyone have any questions? Hey Roz, how are you? No one had any questions. I can't believe that you don't have any burning questions for me. Now this one I'm going to cut right in, because that angle is quite sharp. So I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to see if I can do it. If I can't, oh, I can get in there. I was going to cut the opposite way and do something a bit jaunty. Okay, there is that. Now, let's do one last try. Let me take a cup of tea, have a sip. That wasn't a sip, that was a mouthful because it's lukewarm now. Okay, now let's go up here. I'm actually going to cut the way I normally don't cut because I can't see the edge of the image, which you're kind of cutting blind. Okay. Hooray! Do I have to, yeah, I have to fix this edge up because that is where we cut apart the presents. Right, and I had a feeling. Okay, so this edge, that edge there can do with a little snip. And I'm not going up into this, but if you have a little look at some of these edges where I've gone around corners and whatnot are looking a little bit jagged. And I got this tip from another crafter, not even a Stampin' Up person, that if you pop your images on the back and just run over them, run over the edges where you've cut with a bone folder, it smooths out those jaggedy edges, which it just has. So I'm going to very quickly do that on all of the images that I have cut. So those smooth ones should be fine. It's just those fine edges. And then I'm going to cut card front size of this. Yeah, just around here. Whoa. Support both of them. I have to hold their hands to make sure they don't come apart. I think that one's fine. Actually, I'm really not sure I'm going to use that piece because it really doesn't flow, and we've got quite a few, we've got enough trees, so that might be used on something else. The presents look great, and I've got my little candy cane that I'm not sure, and I've got my signpost, and I've got my Mr. and Mrs. Claus, which they look fantastic on that. Okay. Rightio. Cut down, so I'm going 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 centimetre smaller than our card front. Actually, we need to do this landscape. So I need to cut this way. Before I ruin all my paper, I am going to cut it in the correct orientation. Oh, I'm glad you like that tip, girls. Just a little something that I got elsewhere. And I tried and I went, oh, that works. It just smooths out the, because you go, oh, I cut really badly, where you actually really didn't cut badly. See, look at that. I'm even thinking a titch of vellum behind them, because you know it looks good, but I don't know, I think we could use a little vellum behind them. And I think if I grab out my use it up box, I may have a vellum stylish circle or stylish shapes die circle that might work properly. So I'm going to pop this paper now out of the way. And I'm going to pop that paper in. Now, where did I put my trees? I'm also going to pop those trees that I cut that aren't going to work. Paper can be thrown over there. So the dies I thought I could use, but I'm really not going to because we've got these ones. But I really don't think this is going to work. I don't know. Tell me if you think I should use this. Could use this piece in vellum over it. So tell me, or do you know what? I'm just going to try it. We are just going to try it because that sounds like an amazing idea that a bit harebrained, but it could work. Let me just find my vellum here. Vellum, here we go. And I don't have any scraps big enough. So, woohoo. Hello, Mr. Linda. How are you? Ah, Darlene. So you agree with the vellum is needed. I know, it just... we need to soften the background. We still need to see it, but we do need to soften it. Just to, yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. Now, let me just measure this. So this is, if I cut a piece, let me do it this way. If I cut a piece that is 8.5 by 16 by 8.5. We'll emboss it, we'll see how it looks, and we'll see how it works. Hey, Elfie, long time no see. Oh, I'm so happy you're here as well. What did I say? 8.5. 8.5 by, did I say 16? I did. So, we maybe want to do, no, I think I just want to do 6. Well, no, we just want the width of this. So we're going to go a little shorter. So we're going to do the width of the card because we can't use the whole piece on there. Okay, pop my little scrappy scraps back for Ron, because Ron is very helpful. Now, we can actually emboss in our mini machine because the 2 dies, let me see if I can put my hand on the other one, because I am using it in class on the weekend. So this is the other one with the hills, and I'm using it, so it will be shown in an upcoming video. Okay, so my silica mat, just to stop our mini machine moving around too much. Right. And I need... is this for... Oh, so sorry to move you girls. I totally knocked you girls out of the way. How rude of me. Oh, you wouldn't pick a colour. Oh, dearie me. Right, hinge first. I think I need the thicker one. Let me just see. Yes, this is the thicker one. So I need 1 and 3 plates. Well, it's not that I couldn't pick a colour. It's the fact I liked all the colours. And I got the purple last time, and both her and I suggested that when I get my nails done next time, maybe we should think about doing rainbow. So that's what we did. It was kind of premeditated. We'd spoken about it. Okay, so this piece approximately in the middle-ish. going to hinge first, always hinge first, because then you are not at risk of splitting your embossing folder. So crank, helps if it's even, so we get even pressure everywhere. Crank, 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 and I am going to break my own rule and come back. Ah, good. I'm happy to help. I know. Now, let me see how that turned out. Lovely. Ooh. Now, I obviously have the piece that is left over. So if we don't like it, we can do that. But now, plates, close, machine, plates, back in the box, silicone mat that's still covered in my spill over there. Okay, so I can cut this down. So what I will consider doing is actually cutting this down so we can see more of the trees. Although this kind of does look like tracks from their skating. Tell me what you think. And obviously they're going to be on dimensionals because we're not crazy. Vellum, not vellum. Leave it. Okay, Lisa, I'm leaving it. You love it. Awesome. And then we can just put the little signpost. Could put the signpost just there. Pop them off to one side. Now, I've kind of got to look at sentiments. We kind of want teeny sentiments. So this is a carryover from last year. It went into the annual catalogue. We've got the 'Tis the Season. We've got Merry. Oh, I've got some little ones in Peaceful Deer, actually. It's the best time of year. That could be a nice, just little one. Oh, tell me what you think while I do some dimensionaling. So, choose a sentiment, my loves. You like it? Leave it. Awesome. The whole piece you have is fine. Okay, girls. This isn't where I thought I was going because I had other thoughts in my head, but I'm happy to go with what you girls like. So, tell me. Magic is in the air. That's a good one. Because Miss Santa and Mrs. Claus are very magical. Whoop. That just flung. Although I dare say someone who's going to be turning 1 and have Christmas within 3 days of each other this year might just send Nonna and Poppy broke. Okay. I think I'll need a mini dimensional for in there, but we'll see how we go. Magic is in the air. Okay, so we're putting Peaceful Deer away and we'll use Magic is in the air. Now, we need to think colours. So the colours in this paper are, I'll make the colour announcements while I do this. Whoops, sorry, I've got my little handy dandy printout here. Santa Express, we have Bermuda Bay, Cajun Craze. You got to think, we've got a lot. Jeez Louise, just stay there please. Early Espresso, Evening Evergreen, Granny Apple Green, Mint Macaron, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, Sahara Sand, Shaded Spruce. So, Tell me what you think while I'm having my issues. The darkest green. So the darkest green is Evening Evergreen, which is kind of sometimes almost black. So I'll grab out the two darkest greens and we can have a choice. Evening Evergreen or Shaded Spruce. So they are our two greens. Although I definitely think, well no, both of them are in there. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted as I'm doing this. Shaded Spruce, you're with Lisa, the darkest green. Oh, no problems, Glenna. Thank you for joining. I'll catch you next time. Okay, and I just want a mini one for in here, just to support the hand. Shaded Spruce. Okay, Shaded Spruce. I don't often use Shaded Spruce. I don't know, I think it's a little too yellow for my green taste. But I agree with you girls and definitely think it is going to work. And I kind of want a mini here in her legs to support the skates. Mini dimensionals were the best things Stampin' Up ever bought out. Well, not ever, but you know. Okay, I think we're supported. Oh, no, signpost. Signpost. So, this is where we're going to run into some dilemmas. And I'm going to talk to you about them. Adhering vellum, we are using a really big piece of vellum. So, what I am going to do, I am going to adhere the Santa and Mrs. Claus onto the vellum. And then I am going to put dry adhesive, no wet adhesive, because using wet adhesive means the vellum curls and then it doesn't look right and blah, 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 blah. Even though I do sometimes have to break my own rules. No saggy skates, that's exactly right, Lisa. You know what I say. Is that my catch cry, no saggy middles? Oh my God, that's a bit sad. Oh dear. No saggy skates. Okay, right. Oh dear. You girls are getting me giggling at my own thing. So we said no to Evening Evergreen, so I'll pop that back. Don't need that. Keep a tidy desk. I don't know how, but my desk is fairly tidy at this stage. What's time? Oh, we're having a long one. Must remember, doctor's appointment this afternoon. Not for me. Okay, so I'm going to keep them there. Okay, so I can do that. That's fine. Where is my coaster rubbish bin? Oh look, the coaster matches. Okay, and the shadow between, yeah, the shadow of the dimension is just going to add a really nice detail to what is a very papery card. We are very, very papery here, guys. We've got the vellum, but it's just papery because our images are just the designer series paper. We haven't used anything else, like there's no stamping, no colouring, which creates its own extra dimension. But the good thing is they have created dimension when they've printed this paper, and they've added shadowing, which is really, really good for us. Now I'm going to, I know you're probably yelling at me going, why are you adhering it sideways? It just works. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I am going to grab my Smoky Slate Stampin' Blend, and this is going to create further dimension. I know you really, I'm just trying to get to a place where you can just need to add a couple of layers here just to build up that shadow. I know it's not much. Do you know what? I really need the dark because the light is just kind of lost there. That's better. Okay, so just grounding our Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Perfect. Great. It works. And then when I add the signpost, I will do exactly the same thing as the signpost, so then they aren't just hanging in the breeze. Okay, so they look so gorgeous. Now, signpost, yay or nay? Now that we've got them there, do we pop signpost, yay or nay? Or is it one too many things when we're going to be adding our sentiment? Why do I need the stamper artist, Darlie? What do I need the stamper artist out for? I don't need it. I'm going to be fine. Now, we definitely didn't use these pieces, but that's okay. Oh, and my heater just went off because the door's shut. Okay, so my assumption, ooh, do you know what? What did we say this background paper was? Mint macaron? Thinking mint macaron stamped in Poppy Parade. Quite possibly might look a bit nice rather than using stark white. I just threw that. But anyway. Okay. A scrap. Let me do a test. Do you know what? It's way too matchy-matchy. Way too matchy-matchy. What's the pink? Petal pink. Of course it's petal pink. We might stamp with the evening evergreen onto petal pink, because then it just makes these petal pink halos work. Okay, just trying to grab the scrap that I want. Scrap. Done. Okay, this gives me a couple of goes. Ah, see, I'm going to die cut it, so I'm not worried. That's not too shabby. I'm just going to do it a second time for good luck or stupidity. I prefer the second one because I put on a touch more pressure and it's a bit more bold. I do like the green. The shaded spruce worked. So I'm going to add a little bit more detail, and I'm going to grab out something I haven't used in a while. It's going to feel quite neglected, but we're going to play with it now, and that is my stitch rectangle dies. So I'm sure we're going to have one that's going to work perfectly. If not, I might just cry. I'm thinking this one here is going to fit the bill perfectly. Look at that, just like I bought one. Okay, pop these here, pop these over here. So did we say signpost? Did we want, oh, we'll go and choose to see if we could do the signpost and the sentiment. That's what we were going to do. Okay, oops. I put the embossing folder away. Okay, put that to the side. Open our machine. Okay, right. Oh, no, need to go this way. It's all good. I know what I'm doing here. I am apparently a professional. Does anyone actually believe it when I say that? Because sometimes I don't. Perfect. So in on an angle, sandwich it down, slide it in. It's going to grab that die, has not moved. All we've used is our mini machine today. This is fun. I like just using my mini machine. Ta-da! And it's straight. Woohoo! Okay, that's going to work really well. Pop this away. You want the signpost, Darlene. Okay, I'm going to make that signpost work. Okay, so let's put the die away because disaster could actually happen. Okay. Pop that there. It's such a versatile. These ones are quite, I mean, both of them are great, but these are great for longer, skinnier sentiments. Okay. And then, because they're nesting, if I wanted, I don't have room on this card, but I could go the next one out and put some designer series paper behind it. Okay. Whoops. Right. Let's get back to our laying out and building. We've got this far. We're doing well. We're doing well. Now, kind of liking magic is in the air here. Now, bear with me. I know we're very heavy on this edge, but I want to preserve seeing this house because the other houses and trees are covered up, but we can still see this house here. And by having this just over here, we've got three elements that creates a visual triangle. And then we've got the house, and then we've got the signpost that's going to go here. So we actually have 5 elements, which is really nice. And then I think I will look at some embellishments as well. I've got to think hard about what kind of embellishments might work, because we have lots of different textures now on the card, because we've got the cardstock and we've got the stitch detail, we've got the vellum and the embossing, and then we've got the paper. So we've got lots happening, which is nice. Now, let me concentrate and unstick this from my finger. Hello, Miss Shaz. Okay, that needs to go over a titch. And that is kind of like, you know, just pointing directly at them as well. So we're going to use the dark again and just ground this so it looks like it belongs and it's not just floating in the air, and it's ground on our scene. Now I can now put all my adhesive here and stick this down. So I am going to try to use my Stampin' Seal. It can sometimes be a little bit finicky on vellum, but today it is being our friend. So we really want to try. I did just get it a bit outside the lines there. Okay, so I did get a spot there. That's why I'm thinking I want something up here to adhere this corner down. That would be really nice to be able to slide a glue dot under there to adhere that corner. Now, do we want it centered or do we want it, I'm thinking centered's going to be the most visually pleasing, and I love that we can still see our trees through there. So you've still got everything there. Need some dimensionals. Where did I throw them? Oh, no problems, Darlene. Sweet dreams. You saw your signpost. I'm even thinking something sweet on the signpost. Okay, so no saggy middles. We could have added 4, but I'm just going to add 3. We've got our placement for this, which is perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Great. Okay. I'm going to nestle this in here. Maybe I should have put this on. I might slide a glue dot or 2 under here. Oh, that's not straight. Because I can see this middle bit coming up just a titch. So if I pop one in there, that should adhere that area down really, really nicely. Do you know we could use our pearlized enamel dots? That could work, but I will need, but then will they look too much? Oh no, I could use red ones, or I could use the clear ones. Not the clear ones, the pearl ones. Okay, so yeah, that is adhered nicely. Is that actually straight or crooked? Oh, it's straight. Okay, so there we go. Do we need, or will the embellishments that go with this, I don't know, I think they're a bit big. These iridescent ones, they're a bit big. The adhesive back stars, yeah, they're too big. Okay, let's choose a card base, and I'd love you girls to mull over my quandary of what we're going to use as an embellishment, or do I just leave it? Centered, good. I'm glad you agreed. Although it is a little bit further down than at the top, but that wasn't meant. It just is. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Done that, done that. Put this to the side. I've lost one of these in my craft room. So one of my pokey tools. It's unprotected, so I have to be very careful. I'm thinking Poppy Parade or Evening Evergreen. I am going, I've got a whole lot of Evening Evergreen here. Oh no, I don't, but it's good to colour check. So that's Evening Evergreen. Just to look, that centres it nicely, and I will grab Poppy Parade at least just to look at. I don't think this is a full, it's not a full card front, but we can look at it. So I do like the Evening Evergreen. Oh no, Evening Evergreen wins hands down. Hands down, no question. Evening Evergreen. So I hope, okay, so these are actually for some gift card holders that I found in some cleaning up the other day. So let me just grab down that whole piece. Oh, I've knocked you girls over again. I'm not doing well today. Absolutely. Thank you, Sylvia. Vote of confidence is noted and appreciated. Okay, that is that. Okay, not helpful because what maybe I think this one is, that just needs scoring. Perfect. I can deal with that. Okay. Evening Evergreen, back away. Let me fix this up. There we go. All good. Great. Now, ta-da. Now, did we think of any embellishments? So embellishment or no embellishment? Because I can just go through my embellishments. That's not an issue, but embellishment or no embellishment is the next decision we need to make. Perfect. Yep. Glue. No embellishment, Lisa. Okay. Let me see. While I'm gluing, I'm not taking first opinion for this one. I wouldn't mind seeing what everyone else thinks. No embellishment, enough there already. Okay. I know I was kind of struggling on what I was going to put there. It was going to have to be something clear. Do you know what I could add that is clear? That would just be an adhesive point, and I could just pop it on the snowflake that's already there. I have an idea, and these are an amazing. So I do have the faceted elegant gems, and if I put a clear one on there, just one, you can try it because I've got heaps. I could try it and we could see, because clear is sometimes non-invasive, if that makes sense. Okay, except it'd help if it was centered. Okay, so use the pearly one. I could use the pearly one. That's the clear. I'll show you the white pearly one. Because it is lifting, which is kind of annoying. And yes, I know I don't do winter themed cards, but shoot me, this is way too cute. So I'm going to bring it up, so don't stress. I think the clear looks better. The pearly one is competing just a little bit. I know you're saying the pearly, but I'm liking the clear. I'll show you now that you've seen. I can always change my mind again. It's my card. I don't know, it's there, but it's not there. I'm going to have to put something under here. So I need to, because we're curling, you can see we're just curling on those two corners. So this is where we just do our finessing. But okay, that's that down. Okay, so there you go. There you go. That is our finished card. I really like that we grounded our three elements. We've got a very simple sentiment. We can still see our house and our trees behind, and we've just got our little adhesion point up here in the corner. I'll just see if I can flick it back and you can get that sparkle from it, because it is faceted, it just sparkles. So thank you for your amazing decisions today. You girls helped me. Thank you for persevering with my fussy cutting. I'm so glad we didn't use that candy cane, that wretched thing, but we'll probably use it on something else. So I will be back at some stage and we will do the Santa's train. Well, I do want to do that in a slimline card. I know lots of other people have done it, but you girls haven't done it with me and I haven't done it with your company. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I know there are about 16 of you here at the moment, so I'd love a thumbs up. Please make sure if you're watching the replay and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and then if you catch me live you will be able to participate in the chat. If you watch the start of the video, you know that we have previously had some troubles with trolls, so I have restricted the live chat to just subscribers, and we have had a beautiful pain-free day today, which I very much enjoyed compared to my last 3 videos. So thank you so much for joining. These products are available in my store, linked below if you're in Australia, and if you buy these items you may qualify for a celebration product, so don't forget to up those orders to $90 or $180 and you can earn those free celebration products. Have an amazing weekend. I will at my class, and I've got the engagement party, so I've got lots happening this weekend. I hope everyone has an amazing one, and I will see you next time if I grab out everything we used, because that is what I normally do. But here we go. We've got our gorgeous embossing folder here, and we didn't use that much, guys, our elegant faceted gems, which don't want to stay in their packet. So they're the products we used, as well as the Santa Express paper. Thanks, girls and guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.